Many years ago, I posted some information that was, basically trying to save my life. And thank goodness to my ex, the wonderful Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, who, kind of warned me all along the way to, just kind of watch your back, so on and so forth. And I didn't understand why.
Because of Diddy.
Basically.
Former model and longtime girlfriend of entertainer Sean Diddy Combs, Kim Porter, was laid to rest yesterday in her hometown of Columbus, Georgia. Funeral taking place at Cascade Hills Church. Porter leaves behind 3 children with Combs and an older son by singer Al B. Shore. Celebrity pastor T.D. Jakes did the eulogy for the funeral. Porter was found dead in her Los Angeles home last Thursday. Authorities say she went into cardiac arrest while fighting flu-like symptoms. She was 47 years old.
In a case that's shaking the music industry to its core, legendary R&B artist Al B. Shore has come forward with shocking claims alleging that Diddy may have played a role in the death of Kim Porter and even tried to silence him permanently. These aren't just rumors. Al says he's been subpoenaed and he's finally ready to tell everything he knows. But what exactly happened behind the scenes and why are so many people now starting to believe him?
Our next guest was a New Jack Swing superstar in the 80s. Now, Al B. Shore is using his second chance at life to fight for health equity.
After surviving a coma and liver transplant, he's an advocate pushing for real healthcare change. He's also exposing shocking truths about the music industry and recording artist Diddy in his upcoming tell-all, Do You Believe Me Now?
It started with an interview one that's been making waves across social media. Al Shore didn't hold back. He claimed Diddy had something to do with Kim Porter's sudden death and said Diddy may have even tried to take him out. He's not just talking now. Al says he's ready to testify and the timing right as Diddy faces multiple lawsuits and criminal investigations.
Do you believe that she died of pneumonia?
Absolutely not.
Why? What evidence do you have?
She was in the best of health. We just saw each other prior to her passing. We were actually celebrating our son's new Netflix Christmas special, and she was doing just fine. In fact, we were all at the event together at Netflix in the lobby. Sean, myself, the children, all having a great time. And I'm, grabbing Sean like, what? And she's in the back going, stop, So it was a really festive opportunity just for all of us to be together because it's nothing like the circus that's out here. So it was a lot of the stuff, came to surprise, but a lot of the stuff will be revealed and that's why I thought it would be a good idea to finally tell my story. Every network came to me, participate in so and so, but I said, listen, I have no interest in speaking about another man.
But you are in the book.
Yeah, right. But this, I will speak about where our paths cross and what's most relevant. It's something I've been trying to say for many years. And unfortunately, Roseanne, even with Sean being incarcerated, that's not a celebration. There's no celebration in it. First and foremost, there's way too much collateral damage and in many ways. Many people's lives are affected. And in fact, a genre of music that I grew up in is ruined right now.
Al B. Shore and Kim Porter were once a couple. They had a son together, Quincy. But after their breakup, Kim began dating Diddy in the mid-1990s, according to Gene Deal. A former associate, Diddy didn't just fall for Kim. He stole her from Al, eventually Diddy adopted Quincy and raised him as his own. But the relationship between Kim and Diddy was far from stable and far from safe.
Him and Al never been the best of friends. He had motherfuckers think that he had adopted Quincy, and he never did. Al was never out of his son's life. I knew Al way back in Mount Vernon. He used to wear leather pants and 100 degrees. With Al. I knew it way back then, though, man. Al a good dude. A good dude. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So if Al got something to say about that's happening to him and Puff has something to do with it, trust and believe he gonna have evidence to substantiate that Puff did that shit. Either he gave him something or sent something his way.
But what was the beef between Al B. Shore and Diddy? Like, why wasn't they on good terms?
The nigga was dating Kim. You understand? That's his kid's mother. And they was cool. They was friends. Misa and Kim was cool. They was all in that Uptown family, Uptown Records family. How you gonna date the mother of you my man, you cool, we all be around each other, and you dating the mother of my son? Alan never go try to date Misa. You know what I mean?
Insiders, including Diddy's former bodyguard, have claimed that behind the scenes, Diddy was violent. OWN's story stands out an incident on Sunset Boulevard where Diddy allegedly assaulted Kim inside a car. Kim didn't stay silent, according to witnesses. She warned Diddy that if he touched her again, she'd make sure the world found out. This wasn't an isolated event. Latter accusations by Cassie suggest a disturbing pattern of abuse going back decades.
A lot of things happened to Kim that she never explained to her father. So to see that girl take that beating like that, her father probably thought within himself, that's some of the things that happened to my daughter. And it has to be sickening to him, knowing that his daughter probably went through the same that Cassie went through.
Yeah, he made a comment saying that he was disgusted when he seen that video. He even said that he would even do a dog like that, the way Diddy did Cassie.
Yeah. His heart would go out to Cassie because he's looking at the fact that his daughter's not here to even raise her own damn kids, man. His daughter's not here and to see, because I got daughters myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I give my heartbeat, both my arms. And just to imagine and think that somebody was doing that to your daughter, bro. I know Kim got tired. That's why she took that corkscrew and ripped his damn arm out. Tried to rip his arm off for putting his hands on him. I know she was tired. Them pillow fights and that smothering her with the pillows and all that, like he playing with her. I know she was tired.
Yeah, he also told Rolling Stone that Diddy, he's a jealous person that don't know what love is.
He knows that, bro. Kim couldn't have nobody, bro. Kim couldn't have nobody. You understand what I'm saying, bro? Diddy could do whatever, Puff could do whatever he wanted to do, Brother Love could do whoever he wanted to be. If Kim ever tried to get with somebody, Puff would interfere with them or with her trying to be with them.
Al Buer says Kim was terrified, afraid that Diddy might harm her. She allegedly confided in him that she was planning to go public with everything. Then, in 2018, she died suddenly. The official caused pneumonia, but many found the circumstances suspicious.
He still want to find out the truth because allegedly Kim was fine the day before and the day of her death. And then now she found in the bed dead from pneumonia. That just don't sound right, bro. That don't sound right at all.
So you feel the same way about her death being suspect?
I don't think nobody in America think it's nothing suspicious about Kim's death, bro. If you are rich like that, you could, Kim had, I think a net worth of like, what, 12 million a year or something like that? Kim could have called any doctor to come over and look at her. If she was that bad, she could have called an ambulance or something like that. Everything is suspicious about her death, bruh.
Al says Kim was writing a book that would expose the truth about Diddy, and that after her death, her phone and computer disappeared. He believes they were stolen to cover up what she was planning to reveal. Former insider Gan Deal backed him up, saying the devices vanished under mysterious circumstances. Some now believe those Missing files could hold answers to one of the music industry's darkest secrets.
The case really needs to be reopened. Because if that girl was there and she said that Kim was all right, what happened from 8 to 11? And why did all Kim's stuff come up missing?
I ain't know any of that, man. I never heard of that. So when they found her, she had bruises and a lot of her stuff was missing.
Bro, it's a lot of suspect things going on. First and foremost, in our day and time, other than our house key, a woman gonna keep her phone and she got a lot of different purses, but everybody always grab their phone. Why come right till today, right now, nobody knows what Kim Porter's phone is? And they know they had iPhones. Why have nobody went to the cloud and got the text messages and the things off her phone? Because everything that came in that phone is text, and your iPhone find my phone. Nobody tried to find the phone?
All stayed quiet for years, recovering from serious health problems, but after Diddy's legal troubles became public, he broke. His silence, he posted cryptic warnings, tagged authorities, and said what he's been trying to say for years. Kim told him what was coming. He even suggested his own health issues weren't natural, claiming someone may have tried to take him out too.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
My first time saying it.
In a recent Fox News interview, Al revealed he's been subpoenaed to testify in the Diddy case. He says he never volunteered, but now he has no choice. He also claims there was a deliberate campaign to smear his name, make him seem unstable, and silence him according. To Al, there was even a bounty placed on his head. But now he says he's not afraid he's the only one still speaking and still alive.
But one thing is, you have volunteered to testify at the trial, correct?
Not as of yet. Actually, I was subpoenaed.
Okay.
So my attorneys worked something out. So I believe when the time is right, I'm going to discuss it with my attorneys.
But you're willing to?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I am. And again, there's no, like I said, this is not marketing for me. I'm living this life. And
So
the only
yes.
reason I wanted to tell the story, Kurt, was very specifically because I was ignored. There was the most expensive PR campaign against me to shut me down. If you actually knew what they did to me, there was a bounty on my head. There was a bunch of stuff.
Are you concerned that he still has power outside of incarceration?
Remember, I'm the only one who spoke up, and I'm the only one left alive. So this is not about a scared thing, it's just time to reveal the truth. I mean, it is what it is.
Some believe Kim Porter was silenced because she was ready to speak out, just like Cassie. Others fear her death may be connected to a wider circle of artists who died under strange circumstances. If Kim had lived long enough to release her, would Diddy's empire have collapsed? Years ago, Al B. Sure believes so, and he says the industry knows it too.
I'm blaming this entire industry in the way it's gone. And, there's no one person that's in charge, but this level and this magnitude of a story, of detriment, of diabolical, just heinous, whatever's really going on, it's unfortunate.
For years, people laughed at Al B. Sure. They called him paranoid, unstable, even delusional. But now with lawsuits, arrests, and sealed documents becoming public, people are listening. If what Al says is true, this could be one of the biggest scandals in entertainment history. Do you think justice will finally catch up with Diddy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.